Stress and fat loss. This is for you guys. If you feel like you're in constant stress, if you feel like you're in constant anxiety, if you're watching the TV, your mind's still going, you're not even enjoying the show, you can't sleep, you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't really relax, this is for you. This is why I think my diet has changed so much over almost 2 months now. And I can tell the difference in my face and my body, the way I feel that I am losing weight. But I think I've hindered my weight loss because of stress, anxiety, all of that. So getting your cortisol down is, I think, a game changer for me. I can tell the difference just over 2 weeks of working on these 7-8 things. The difference now that I feel like I'm healing my cortisol is now when I eat, it gives me energy instead of going into fat storing mode where it's just like I eat and I feel weighed down. Now food gives me energy. It gives me that energy boost, which is what I'm looking for, because when I've lost weight in the past, I had that energy boost after eating. When I was gaining weight, it was like I'd eat and then it's like, oh, let's take a nap. I think this is the key to getting into that fat burning mode, because when your stress is high, your cortisol is high. And when your cortisol is high, it makes your body, I'm not a scientist, this is just how I've experienced things throughout my life, what I've interpreted, and it makes sense to me. But when your cortisol is high, your body holds on to the fat. It's like in the caveman days when they didn't have food, their cortisol goes up because it's that stress, anxiety of not knowing when they're going to eat again. The cortisol goes up so that your body can hold on to the fat, because it's like, okay, I don't know when we're going to get to eat. That's what stress and anxiety tells your body. Hey, I don't know when I'm going to eat, so I'm going to hold on to everything. And so once those cortisol levels can come down, then your body is going to release it. And that's how I feel. That's how, as I'm working on my cortisol, I feel like my body is, I don't know, I've gotten more in tune with my body. And so now I just feel like my body is like, okay, we can let it go now. So hopefully by New Year's it's going to be, and I know this video is going to come out after New Year's, but we'll see how it goes. So this is what I believe is helping me to get into that fat burning mode, where it's like eat, burn it off, burn it off, burn it off. And that way, as my calories are low, when I run out of food to burn off, it goes straight to my fat stores and we burn that fat off. So the biggest one for me, I am a morning workout person. So in the mornings, I would normally wake up, take some pre-workout or take some caffeine, hit the gym. The caffeine pre-workout on an empty stomach ups the cortisol. Going to work out puts stress on the body without any food in my system, ups my cortisol. So doing this for over years, which I've been going to the gym for years now, I think contributes to my cortisol levels going way up. So now I have just a little piece of toast with some butter on it as soon as I get up, head to the gym. So I have food in my stomach, food before caffeine, food before working out, and that way my cortisol levels stay down. It's like my body's like, no, you're getting food, you're gonna be okay. So those two things, food before workout, food before caffeine. The third thing is I got a grounding sheet, which definitely check out all the research, but it helps bring down your cortisol levels. It lets your body know it's okay. It is so good for the body. So I got a grounding sheet that has helped. I wake up feeling refreshed way more often now. The fourth thing is red light therapy, which is good for your skin, but it also reduces stress and anxiety. Number 5, I have not tried this yet, so I cannot speak to it, but taking vitamin B in the morning is supposed to be really good for you, so I will start doing that. I've got so many things going on that I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to that one, but yeah, taking vitamin B in the morning is supposed to be really good for your cortisol. Number 6, again, I haven't gotten to this one, but completely removing caffeine. I have lowered it. I was taking 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine every day, and now I'm down to 150 milligrams, and I can tell my moods are better, my anxiety is a lot less. So definitely reducing your caffeine intake or cutting it out altogether. Number 7, anything that brings you into a good mental space. I am really loving yoga. I'm on the hunt for some dance classes. Anything that is like that therapeutic for you, where it's not watching TV, but it's something that brings you into nature. Whatever you enjoy doing that brings you into that peaceful space. If it's taking a walk, if it's going to yoga, if it's trying something new, and finding that space where it's like, oh, like that was refreshing. And usually that's about kind of bringing all of the attention on yourself, letting everything else go away, and just honing in, getting back in tune with yourself, that peaceful state. All right, number 8 is to minimize those things that cause us stress and anxiety. Of making myself be aware when I start kind of going down the rabbit hole of the stress, and you feel the the blood pressure rising and all of that, being aware of it and just reminding myself like, hey, this is not good for me, this is not good for my waistline, it's not going to help me. So we are obviously going to have things that stress us out throughout life, but being aware of how much energy, mental energy you put towards it is important, and reel yourself back in and remind yourself that, hey, it's going to be there tomorrow. Right now, what I need, what you need, is to set this down because it's going down the rabbit hole. Let's put this on pause and just soothe myself. It's hard to just shut something off when we're like stressed about it, but to first be aware of it and then kind of massage your mind out of it. Like start thinking about calmer thoughts, more soothing thoughts, more general thoughts. Like if you're worried about a car breaking down, okay, well, you know what? It's probably going to be okay tomorrow. It's probably going to be okay. And then I'll take it here, and then I'll figure that out tomorrow and make sure. And if things go wrong, I'll figure it out. I can call so-and-so and everything's going to be okay. And I'll worry about this tomorrow when I get up in the morning. Just, you know, because it's easy to kind of run away with our thoughts. So being able to like reel it back in and not let ourselves like get so stressed out and so anxious about things is, I think, important to kind of monitor that. And then of course this goes without saying, with cortisol and stress, sometimes, generally speaking, letting go of things that do stress you out, that do cause you anxiety, if you can't let them go, then minimizing your exposure to them, keeping your attention and energy on other things as much as you can, working through that, or even just changing your perspective on things. Sometimes it's like, if you can just only focus on the positives that whatever this thing brings to your life and let go of the negatives, like not let go, but not give them that attention and just do your best to only focus on the positive things, then it helps, you know, kind of hone us in so our cortisol is not so high, and then we're not holding on to all of this weight. So but the food in the mornings have been super beneficial for me. I'm not a morning breakfast person for the most part. I hit the gym, hit that caffeine first thing in the morning without any food in my system. Over the years, I think it's taken a toll on my cortisol, and now I can feel a difference already over 2 weeks, which tells me doing it for 2 years is probably going to take a little while for it to get to where I want it to be, but so much better than it was. So anyways, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope this video helps you. This is week 3, going into week 4. Excited to see how things go. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. Mwah.